Hello everyone, I am Surrendalot the Awesome, and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some more r/IamaTotalPOS. But before I get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and my cat here will give you excellent cooking skills. Without further ado, let's get into this. And then this person here says, "What a lovely woman." This should be fun. Woman jailed for acid attack on boyfriend over mistaken cheating fears. Mate? You could maybe just not try sitting him down or hiring a private investigator or something like that to maybe find out if he's cheating or not. You are aware that there are ways on how you could detect if people are cheating or not, right? You could probably get a friend to do it. I mean, with you, I gotta give you 40 out of 50. I mean, seriously, that was so unnecessary of you to do that. After reading the actual article, they weren't compensated for it. And this article here says, mother and daughter spend months in jail after cops mistake tea for drugs. You guys, these cops were so incompetent, they couldn't figure out the difference between tea and drugs. The fact that they weren't compensated, yeah, I gotta give this a 45 out of 50. I mean, that's a really crappy move, guys. You guys couldn't maybe compensate them for, and say, oh, I'm sorry for, this terrible mistake I did. Please don't hate me for this. Yeah, I would, have a pretty good reason to hate you guys for that if that were to happen to me, and the fact that months were taken off because of these guys' stupidity. That's a really crappy thing to do, and you guys should at the very least compensate them for that. What's with all these sexual predators getting away with their crimes so easily? And this news article here says, outrage as judge lets private school student who actually assaulted four girls walk free. A lawyer for the victims said they were outraged over leniency of the sentence. Yeah, I'd be pretty outraged. And this down here says, a judge spared a New York man who pleaded guilty to R-ring and SAing four teenage girls from prison, calling a custodial sentence inappropriate. Yeah, guy, you want to know what would be really inappropriate? Letting this guy, with his track record, walking free. I gotta give you a 50 out of 50 on the POS scale. I mean, yeah, would you really let that person walk free if they did it to your daughter? Probably not. And, yeah, he should be, rotting in prison for, that. I mean, seriously, you consider that inappropriate. I consider it inappropriate to let this guy even walk free. Just at all. Give him his business back. Okay, so ABC Pizza. Hello, blank. Many people have been wondering why we have been closed for the past few weeks. It's a long and complicated story, but I'll do my best to simplify it. The bare truth is that the business was stolen from me, and my father attempted to murder me in the restaurant. Um, okay. I think we need a bit more context behind this, so I'm gonna probably give this more of a 35 out of 50, just because we don't really have a whole lot of information on this, and I can't really tell if this is made up or just something, or if this is true, and context is also key, so I think we'd probably just need a lot more of that, so that's why I'm rating it kind of low. Not everyone deserves to be a parent. Human remains in a pot case of mother of dead toddler offered $80,000 bail. Singapore, a woman accused of abusing her 2-year-old daughter, whose remains were found inside a metal pot in a Chin Se Wei Road flat in 2019, was offered $80,000 in bail in a district court on Tuesday. This comes after she was granted a discharge not amounting to an acquittal in March this year for the murder of the toddler in 2014. Yeah, I gotta give this a 50 out of 50. I mean, why are you rewarding this type of behavior? This type of behavior should not be rewarded. This, behavior should be punished because, and, why are you giving them such a low, thing like that? I mean, seriously, that'd be like me blowing up the Roman Colosseum and me only getting an hour of community service. I mean, that would be really dumb, wouldn't it? Only 1 year of reformative training despite being a repeat offender. Reformative training for youth who had sex with two underage girls and impregnated them. At just 21 years old, he is already the father of two children by different mothers, one of whom he had sex with when she was 15. The other was not a minor when she had sex with him and is now 18. The offender had also impregnated a third victim when she was a 12-year-old child but aborted the fetus. Mate, I would give him a lot more than that. I mean, I would give him quite a bit more time than just 1 year. I mean, yeah, I gotta give you a 50 out of 50. Just, that's a really small amount of time in reformative considering what he's done. Just why? What do you have to gain from this? Um, will the police do anything about my neighbor smoking weed? I remember my neighbor smoked it years ago and it was illegal, so I called his employer and told them about it and he got fired after he failed a drug test. Junkies need to be stopped for their own good. You don't have to call the police, just tell their boss at work that they are drug addicts and let the tests get them in trouble. It's hard to get high if you fail a drug test, lose your job, and can't afford drugs anymore, and it looks bad to future employers too. You just ruined someone's life, mate. I mean, seriously, why? What do you have to gain? Yeah, sure, they probably won't have money to buy drugs or do anything because you had to ruin their lives. I gotta give you a 50 out of 50. Just why, dude? You have nothing, and I mean nothing, to gain from this. This just sounds more like you're only doing this because you just hate your neighbors so much. Why? Why? Just why? A Purdue professor specializing in happiness allegedly locked son in dog crate, beat wife. Purdue professor specializing in happiness allegedly locked son in dog crate, beat wife. Yeah, I gotta give this a 50 out of 50. I mean, yeah, I don't think he really specializes in happiness so much, and as much as I think he actually specializes in actually hurting people. So, yeah. Actively trying to infect others with the Rona to prove it's a hoax. The pandemic has been an eye-opener to me. I learned that my partner's parents are badass. I am immunocompromised with a cardiovascular disorder, and they tried to give me the Rona to prove it's a hoax. Oh my gosh, what's going on? They killed their next door neighbor with cancer instead. They didn't tell me or his wife they had the Rona and had him come over for dinner. He got the Rona, ended up dying. They didn't stop being crazy though. Yeah, I I have to give this a 50 out of 50. You are really, really playing Russian roulette with people's lives. Guys, this is guys, a deadly pandemic is not a time to be playing Russian roulette. This is a time to be playing it safe. I mean, why? Just why? You are actually murdering people, and yeah, I kind of have to up my standards for I have to up my rating on the POS scale for anti-vaxxers and anti-maskers and people who think that the pandemic is fake. I mean, yeah. Because my parents actually got the Rona, and it's all because of you people. So, yeah. I think with that, that's going to do for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.